My dear friends, dear scouts, it is an honor to join all of you to celebrate the centenary milestone since the first ever World Scout Conference was convened in 1920. Congratulations to the World Organization of the Scout Movement for this important anniversary and all of you here today for the great work you tirelessly advance every day. As thousands of young leaders worldwide gather to explore the role of innovation, leadership, and global citizenship in building more resilient and equal societies, I commend you on your leadership, agency, drive, and innovation. You continue your important work against all odds and despite the hardships brought forward by the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change, systems of inequality and exclusion that disproportionately affect young people. Due to COVID-19, more than 1.5 billion young people were affected by school and university closures. Many more lost their jobs, with youth employment falling by 8.7% in 2020. Young people's mental health, which was already at an all-time low before the COVID-19 pandemic, has further worsened. And as it's often the case, the most marginalized are the most affected, including young women and girls, LGBTIQ plus youth, young people with disabilities, indigenous young people, and many more. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the global youth mobilization led by the World Organization of the Scout Movement and the Big Six organizations for the commendable work you do to improve the lives of young people affected by the pandemic. I also urge you to continue to push for greater investments in youth-led and youth-focused solutions for COVID-19 response and recovery and beyond, including tackling the climate crisis. In light of the global crises we are collectively experiencing, we need more than ever organizations like the Scouts, not only to share the values of the United Nations, but also to walk the talk for a more sustainable, just and equal world for all of us as envisaged in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And we count on you to do just that. With the deadline to 2030 approaching globally, our Sustainable Development Goals implementation rate being far from reaching those ambitious goals, we need young people and the over 57 million active members of the World Scouting movement to lead the way in the decade of action. So I urge you to continue allocating your valuable service hours in support of the Sustainable Development Goals. For decades, the World Scouting movement has implemented programs to empower young people, fostering and promoting values of volunteerism, diversity, inclusion, and meaningful engagement of young people, often leading these projects on the ground. I also encourage you to continue creating more and more spaces for young people to claim leadership and decision-making power within the governance structures of the movement itself. In this spirit, I invite everyone to leverage the UN's youth strategy, Youth 2030, as a roadmap for action for sustainable development that puts young people at the heart and center as full-fledged partners and architectures of their own futures. I look forward to the outcomes of this meeting and continuing to work hand in hand with all of you to help realize a world where no young person is left behind. Thank you.